All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. I've missed you guys, honestly. I have missed you guys. I have to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that have reached out to me, wished me well, to recover quickly, and thank you so much that I'm back here with you guys. It's been tough, man. It's been tough. Past 3 days. Actually, today being probably the fifth day, but for the past 4 days, probably before yesterday, the first 3 days, there were horrible experience, man. This COVID thing is absolutely for real. Like this is no joke, absolutely no joke. It's knocked me out completely. But we're here, we're doing well, and we've got Chelsea. Chelsea's back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Chelsea Football Club are back. Premier League is back. Some crazy moments that took place yesterday. Obviously, I mean, whether you want to call it crazy or not, I don't know. I think that maybe there was stock standard, to be honest. Brentford, Spurs, we probably expected it to be a draw, didn't we? Brentford at home, they've got the quality. But being 2-0 down to come back the way Spurs did, kudos to them. I just hope that we start showing that level of confidence when we're coming back. And they big up Ms. Bro. Good to see you back and buzzing. Thank you so much. Thank you to each and every one of you. I'm gonna address all of you guys. Don't worry, man. You guys have been awesome, and I've missed the time with you guys massively. So it's good to be back. But yeah, Liverpool won. I think 3-1 against Aston Villa. Nice victory actually. Newcastle absolutely pummeled Leicester. Newcastle, they're in a different sauce at the moment. Honestly, they're different gravy at the moment. They're flying and they're doing so well. Brighton won as well. Like, yeah, madness are happening. Arsenal came back with a comeback victory against West Ham. I thought West Ham, at 1-0 up, that was perfectly set up for them. Like, that's perfect for Declan Rice. That this scenario, sit deep, counter. You're the defensive midfielder along with Souček. You're going to be able to hold everything down. But my days, Arsenal opened them up for will. Absolutely opened them up at will in the second half. And Bukayo Saka, there was a moment where he bullied Declan Rice for that second goal, I believe. But yeah, look, we can continue talking about all of those other teams, but I'm not going to do that. We've got our match. We've got Chelsea versus Bournemouth. This is the match preview. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that has joined already. Within 3 minutes, over 50 people. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to well over 50 immediately. And yeah, absolutely. Hope you guys are enjoying the festive season and the holidays. Wherever you guys are, I was sick throughout, but I'm slowly recovering back. So yeah, Francis, good to see you. Kante, good to see you. Big up Liz. Thoughts on Man United not getting Gakpo? That's another big story. That literally happened in like a space of 30 minutes. Like I think saw David Ornstein drop the article, then Fabrizio backed it up. Fabrizio pretty much just probably got David Ornstein's stuff, or maybe he had his connections. I don't know, whatever. I don't even know whether if it was Fabrizio, but I saw David Ornstein being first. And then PSV, the club itself, their Twitter account coming out and confirming that this is done. Like, that's mad. That's absolutely mad. Man United were all over this. And for Liverpool to come in and just sweep like that, that's the way a club needs to operate, man. Like, no one knew anything about Liverpool's interest on Gakpo. But when you think about it, it's a player that fits their style. Gakpo is quick. Gakpo can play either side of the wings. Can possibly play through the middle. I think he's more of a winger, whether it be right wing, left wing, whatever the case is. And he's electric. And this is what Liverpool wants. They want quick players up front. And last January earlier this year they got Luis Diaz. This January, I'm pretty sure they're going to get this done and dusted by 1st Jan. It's already done anyway. They're going to make it absolutely official on 1st Jan, I'm pretty sure. And Gakpo is going to be a Liverpool player. And Liverpool, already they're strengthening. And big victory for them against Aston Villa as well. So we got to make sure we start winning, and this January window is got to be huge for us. Huge. And huge super chat. Thank you so much, Aton. I was going to call you Anton. Aton, thank you so much for this huge super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Brother Miz, for the content. The boys in blue are back, hoping to start this second half with a win. With the interview Graham did for the CFC YouTube channel, he seems ready to go. Can only support him now. Come on, you Blues. Do you know what? Yeah, like recently, Graham Potter's come out and said a lot of things, and it's all positive. I guess what else do we want from him, right? Like, we just want him to show that Chelsea's ready to go. They're charged to go. We're focused. We are, guys. I just looked at the Premier League table, and I'm going to show this to you guys just for some kicks and giggles, I suppose. Arsenal's on 40 points. I'll get to the top four situation. Arsenal's on 40 points, and we're on 21. Granted, we've got a game, in hand. Obviously, that's the one that we're going to play later today. But we're 19 points behind. We're on 21 points. Arsenal's on 40 points after 15 matches. 15 matches, 19 points. We have to start picking things up, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing against Bournemouth, who are 14th on 16 points. It's quite mad. Bournemouth's actually quite is closer to us than us being closer to top four. Top four, Spurs after 16 games. We've got after this game, we'll still have a game in hand. Spurs are 9 points ahead. So look, victory is paramount. Victory is paramount, ladies and gentlemen. We need to. There is no dilly-dallying. Tomorrow for me, but tonight UK time, we better be charged. It can't just be like a limp to a victory 1-0 or a hard fought. We got to go out there and be on our game from minute one and really put Bournemouth away. We're going to do the team selection very, very soon, my team selection, and I've got quite an entertaining team lined up. The Bournemouth that I saw last week, I think it was last week in Carabao Cup against Newcastle. That Bournemouth had nothing to show, man. Honestly, that Bournemouth had nothing to show. I don't know. Some people said they had some viruses or something like that. They had a few players out. Some of those players might possibly come back. Regardless, man, we need to be beating this team. At home at Stamford Bridge, we have to entertain and give something to the home crowd, man. Like, we've been starving. We've been, 4 Premier League losses in a row? If you count the Carabao Cup loss as well, that's 5 losses on the trot. We got to do better, man. We got to do better. Digital Film Reviews, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Miz, I'm very concerned. Our rivals are strengthening. New rivals are overtaking us, and we seem to just be focusing on youth. I haven't been this concerned in a while. Hope you feel better, brother. Thank you so much. We'll definitely talk about this. Give me 1 second. Valen, thank you so much for the super chat. Hope you're feeling better, Miz. Let's get the 3 points. Much appreciated, Valen, man. Honestly, thank you heaps always for providing the super chats. But going back to Digital Films Review, you're worried that rivals are overtaking. I'm worried as well. Newcastle, they're as I said, they are looking superb. Almiron is pumping goals. Callum Wilson doesn't start. He's injured. And they're still winning games. St. Maximin is looking really good. Isaac will come back soon. Like that, Kieran Trippier is banging in goals. Bruno Guimaraes, that team is good, man. That team, I wonder if they're going to be stopped. Like, they're really charging. They believe as well that they're going to get top 4. They're defensively so strong. And going forward, they're scoring goals. Liverpool, as we've already said, are strengthening. And they're looking good. They're not going to be falling behind anymore. The slow start they've had, Man City, you best believe they're going to be now chasing Arsenal with all they got. And Arsenal, can anyone stop them? They're looking so good. So, yeah, like all the players that we're getting, which is great. We're excited for the future. David Datro Fofana, then Andre Santos, this, that, the other for the future. Nkunku for 2023-24 season. But we need something now. January is huge. And Graham Potter needs all the help. We need to start playing some good football as well. So I hear you, Digital Film Reviews. Absolutely, I hear you. Valen, thank you so much for the super chat. Should I wake up at 1:30 a.m. to watch the match, Miz? You best believe you got to wake up, man, because I'm waking up at 3:30 a.m. to do the watch along for you guys. So I hope you can wake up as well. But I mean, look, no pressure. If sleep is paramount, then give it, then give into it. Sleep for sure. But I'll definitely start 5 minutes just before the kickoff, so we can go through the lineup and really build up to the game. And hopefully we get this victory, man. Absolutely, hopefully we get this victory. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at some of the team news. So this is what's been going on. Latest Chelsea team news. Graham Potter confirms Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Hakim Ziyech, Mateo Kovacic, Ben Chilwell, and Wesley Fofana and Kante will miss the game. Bournemouth. So we knew Kante is out. Wesley Fofana, Fofana is going to be out. Ben Chilwell is going to be out. We already knew that Kovacic and Ziyech will be given a little bit of leave before joining. Obviously, they've gone all the way till the end in the World Cup, playing the third game playoff. So they've got a bit of time off, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek is also still injured. So that's the team news. No surprises for me. I'm definitely going to remember it when considering the team starting lineup. Charlie Webster, Omari, Hutchinson, and Lewis Hall all involved in Chelsea training today at Cobham. Fantastic. Like to see this. Lewis Hall, obviously part of the first team now, which is fantastic. Omari Hutchinson, I'll tell you right now, he has to start for me. I need him to start. I want to put Bournemouth in the back foot from the get-go. I want Chelsea Football Club to start playing some entertaining, attacking football. Enough. Let the shackles go. All these players that were thinking about the World Cup is done. It's finished. Now it's time to rectify Chelsea Football Club. Now it's time to pick up the pieces and get going, because we are getting left behind. We need to wake up. We are not that bad. We've got the infrastructures. We've got all the ingredients to cook up a great meal, as Top Bowley would say, a good meal. We've got it. We now need to just apply it. We've got a good manager, Graham Potter. This is it. I think recently our owners, Badad Egbali, has said, with all the different, with all the things, all the vision, in terms of Chelsea to be average age under 24, vision 2030, all the different avenues to make more money, stadium redevelopment, the all or nothing documentary, scouting networks in Africa, France, look, all of these multi-dimensional structures, all of these are great. But he's also mentioned, if we don't win, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, ladies and gentlemen, winning is paramount. Winning is absolutely paramount. And I think our owners have also said that top four is required, man. Top four is required. Look, whether we get it or not, it's going to be very difficult, but we've got to give it a go. What even is Ruben Loftus-Cheek injury, to be honest? I think it might have been hamstring. I remember him leaving against Newcastle. Was it against Newcastle? Like 14, 15 minutes in, and then he went. So, look, I don't know. I didn't think it was going to be for this long. Hutchinson is a must for me. Is definitely a must for me. Big Ooze, the key for Chelsea to play the key for Chelsea to play good football is have natural wingers at wings and Mount as midfield. Yep, absolutely. Start Pulisic, Oba, Yeah, look, I know a lot of people are talking about start Kai, but yeah, I'm not really sure about starting Kai. I'm going to go with Oba, but we'll get to my team lineup very, very soon. We've got Minerals, Miz, 100%. We've got Minerals. Point 44, Miz, speak on Ben Chilwell. He's injured every other game. I mean, look, he picked up that hamstring. He tore his hamstring, so it's going to take a bit of time. Was it against Zagreb that he tore his hamstring? I think it might have been against Zagreb that he tore his hamstring, and I think he's slowly coming back, but obviously he's not fit yet. So, yeah, it is a concern off the back of the huge injury he had last season as well. So completely hear you. Okay, let's see what else is being said by Graham Potter before we start doing our lineups. Graham Potter and Reece James, if you look at how the team was functioning before and after he got injured, it's not the only reason, of course, but Reece is a top player. And when he's not with us, it's a miss. 100%. Like, it's crazy how how much of our winning, ratio is correlated to Reece James being available. As soon as Reece is not available, we don't win games. And last season was the same case. As soon as Chilwell, who was on fire, I still remember Newcastle, Leicester, Juventus is when he got injured. And even Juventus, that game, we were playing so good. Once Chilwell went and then Reece as well, that was it. Like, there was no other solutions that Thomas Tuchel could find. And this season, similar thing with Graham Potter. As soon as Reece James went, that's it. Everything started to decline. This is something we definitely need to address. As much as I love the fact that Reece James is such an important factor to the team, and he is, like I've always said it in recent times, is our world-class. He is one of our very few world-class players that we have in our team. Score goals, assist goals, makes assists for goals, and he's a defensive monster. So he's a creator, he's a goal scorer, and he's a defensive monster. He does it all. But we need to have a backup because this guy is injury prone. So we need to do something. Graham Potter and Reece James, the plan is to try to help him build up his minutes. And the next challenge is to build him up in the Premier League, which is not the ideal place to do it. See, that's the crazy part. The plan is to try and help him build up his minutes. And the next challenge is to build up in the Premier League, which is not ideal place to do it. See, I don't know what he's saying. Is Graham Potter saying that building up Reece James's minutes in the Premier League right now is not the ideal way to build it because of his injury? He's just coming back. But for me, without Reece James, I'm starting him, man. I'm sorry. I'm starting him. I'm worried. Who am I going to play if I don't start Reece James? Is it going to be Azpilicueta? Like, see, this is what worries me, man. He's probably not going to start Reece James. He's going to come off the bench, isn't he? So it's something to think about. Graham Potter on Reece James, he's got the capacity to do that, but we just need to be clear and careful with his minutes that he plays. I'm confident the more he plays, the more we'll see what a fantastic player he is. Look, I get it. We're worried. Thomas Tuchel was worried as well. Thomas Tuchel was worried too last season, and he told us he was trying to communicate with the fans that he pictures Reece James as an RCB because that right wing back spot can get very demanding. But me, I'm not even playing the back three anymore, man. I want an extra body in attack. So, but without Reece James, yeah. Now, look, I'm starting Reece James. I don't care. I'm starting Reece James, man. Reece James and sub him off at 60th minute. Yeah, I'm actually starting Reece James. Liz, did you read the news saying we are going to place back four? Going to place back four, which will shift to a back three with one of our fullbacks taking position. Yeah, I think I know what you're trying to say. We're going to play back four, but that's how everyone plays back four, man. This is not new news. This isn't new news. You don't have both the fullbacks go up at once. You have one sort of tuck in and the other go up to create a balance. If you have both fullbacks bombing up, then you're really leaving yourself exposed. Much like what sometimes Liverpool does when both, you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson bombing forward, and you can get in deep trouble at times on both flanks because then your midfielders will have to do a ton of work. Aton, thank you so much for the super chat once more, my man. Reece, literally our best player. Need to look after him, but at the same time, he needs minutes. It's slippery slope. I completely hear you, but I'm starting him. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do the team now. Let's do the team. I saw that in the team news, Kepa's name wasn't mentioned. So Kepa's fit. Now, he's been injured though. So does Mendy start? I don't know. I think for this one, maybe Mendy starts because Kepa hasn't had any minutes. But for goalkeepers, is it really important to get minutes? Like he should just be able to come in. The team news said that Kepa's name wasn't mentioned here. I'm going with Kepa. I'm seriously just going with Kepa, to be honest. I don't see any reason why I should go with Mendy. Mendy's been a bit strange, man, for past at least 12 months, I'd say. Even the World Cup, Mendy's been dodgy. And I don't know whether Mendy's mind frame is completely at Chelsea. He rejected a contract extension offer not that long ago. There were some articles that were going around because he's not getting the same payment as Kepa. I'm pretty sure he's not going to get that. To be honest, what Kepa earns is probably not deserved either. And this is something our new owners will try and fix, the wages. And this is something Baghdad Eghbali has said as well. No more huge wages for anyone anymore. It's going to be all incentivized. You're going to get a nice decent base. And then from there, if you really want to earn big, you've got to hit your targets and bonuses. And I love that because it should drive the player to earn more. You shouldn't just be thrown easy money at your face. So I'm going with Kepa, man, as if I've not heard anything else, because for me, Kepa seems like, the team news says that he should be fit. In the right back spot, Reece James in recent in-house match apparently participated as well. And then against Aston Villa, was it against Aston Villa? Did he take part? No, I don't think he took part against Aston Villa. But I think in recent in-house game, he did take part. I'm playing him, man. Without Reece James, I don't think we win. Honestly. And I get it. Like, he's just coming back from injury, but surely all of this time he's been able to get himself fit. I'm not expecting like an explosive performance from Reece James, but I just need his presence. I really just need his presence, whether it be defensively, whether he can just add something up front, whip in one cross at least. I'm playing Reece James, man. Without Reece James, I'm worried. I need players, key players, to keep playing for us. Okay. In the middle two, I'm going with Chalobah, who's been in splendid form since Wesley Fofana has been injured. So I'm going with him. And the other player, I'm going with Thiago Silva, the experienced guy. I could have gone with Koulibaly, but I'm going with Silva. I want a strong, sort of combination, Silva and Chalobah. Koulibaly has had that odd moment here and there where he's been a bit weird. To be honest, Silva before the World Cup, he was a bit weird as well. But at least Silva during the World Cup was quite decent. In fact, it was very good. And it's just by misfortune that they got knocked out by Croatia. Honestly, Croatia went to the semi-finals. I know, good effort, good grit shown by Modric and Kovacic and all of those guys, the defense and the goalkeeper. But that Brazilian team should have really gone through. In the left-back position, it's got to be Cucurella. This brother needs to pick up. Enough time has now lapsed. He's come to Chelsea Football Club. It's been almost 4 or 5 months. I didn't think there should be an adaptation time because he was part of the Premier League last season. He's been dodgy as well before the World Cup. Now it's all finished. I hope he can start picking up the performances. We really need Marc Cucurella to produce big performances for us on that left side. So this is my back line at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Kepa, goalkeeper. Reece James, right back. Chalobah, Silva in the middle. Cucurella in left back position. Let's see what you guys are saying before I move into the midfield. Koulibaly and Chalobah, I would have put Silva, but I think he's not ready. And Cucurella left back. Why do you say Silva's not ready? Elaborate on that, man. Let me know why you think Silva's not ready. Bournemouth can get physical today. Look, we know Bournemouth physicality is huge, but we need to step up to the physicality, man. We can't just have opposition dictate us with physicality. We have to step it up. We need to show them at home who's the bigger boss over here. You might hate back three because you see every other team play back four and you can put your DM attack unlocker there. Back three is one of the most balanced formation. Bayern and us have smacked through you. Look, you want to see back three, 0.44? Here's your back three. As I've always said, forget about the how it looks like. It can all chop and change, man. Like this just turned into a back three now. And this is how it's going to be played every now and then. Reece James will probably bomb up and then Cucurella will potentially tuck in. You're not going to see both Cucurella and Reece James in these areas, leaving Silva and Chalobah at bay. Do you know what I mean? Like this thing of, just playing Chalobah and Silva, it's not a back three anymore. it can easily be made back three. This is where Graham Potter's coaching will come into play. This is where we'll get to see how much of a cohesive unit we are as a team. How much do we listen to instructions? Can we follow instructions? Can we be disciplined? So for me, it's back three, back four. It doesn't really matter to me, man. It's all about moving the players around. It's just about moving the players around. That's what I've been saying, Miz, on your other vids. Yeah, fair point. Fair enough, man. Miz, my buddy, if boys lose today, will Potter be in trouble? Give it to us, no capping. I don't think so, man. I don't think he'll be in trouble. To be honest, I don't think he'll be in trouble. He's here for the long run. But a loss is not something that's going to make it easy. Like, it's going to definitely put pressure. As Thomas Tuchel recently said in one of his videos or quotes somewhere, I think it might have been in India as well when he did that podcast, that people only believe in a process when there's when there's wins, when there's success. But they start forgetting the process when there's prolonged losses. And right now we're going through prolonged losses. So that's the case. So that's the back four and the goalkeeper that I'm going for. In the deepest midfield position, I'm going with Jorginho. Just a bit ahead of Jorginho, but someone who can stay compact with Jorginho, I'm going with Chukwuemeka. I'm just going to write Chuku. I hope I spelled that right, man. And then on the other side, it's going to have to be Mason Mount, isn't it? And I don't mind Mason Mount playing in that sort of just behind in that position, to be honest. I think Mason Mount playing in this area, I'd rather have him play there as opposed to playing out wide and look, in this sort of circumstance, that's the thing, because you'd think that Mount would get into these areas, but that's where I get worried, because you need to have excellent passing ability from these areas to unlock. But to be honest, at the moment, I can't think of anyone else, man. I really cannot think of anyone else. Kovacic is not available. It's going to have to be Mason Mount, man. Unless you guys in the live chat, if you've got someone else that you think that can have a chance. What about Hall? Yeah, I don't think Lewis Hall is going to start this game, man. Chuku injured, I don't think so, man. I don't think Chukwuemeka is injured. What about Zakaria? Nah, I think Jorginho, he's going to start. Jorginho is going to start. And I don't mind Jorginho starting as the deepest midfielder to be able to have more possession, control of the ball. A lot of people might be a bit worried about this situation, Jorginho playing as the deepest midfielder, but it's all about, as I said, discipline. Stay compact. When you're moving, move together. Move everyone together. When you're moving forward, move together. Don't leave, stay compact. Do not leave Jorginho exposed. If you're gonna have this situation, if you're gonna have a situation where it's like this, everyone away from Jorginho, well, that's detrimental. You can't have it like that. You've got to stay compact. You have to move together. That way, you make sure that your player's not exposed. And it's not even just about protecting Jorginho. It's about, you look at Man City, how compact they are. Their wingers are wide, but then their midfielders are together. They always find passes. They're designed in a way where if they lose the ball, they quickly get it back. One of our biggest issues is sometimes we're not disciplined enough. We're not close to each other. And that's a huge issue. We need to stay close to each other and make sure we don't get outnumbered. So this is how I would sort of play the midfield three. And then up front, I'm going with Hutchinson starts for me. Sterling. I know there's a shout for Pulisic, but you know Sterling's going to get the nod ahead of Pulisic, and then Sterling can come off the bench, and I'm going with Aubameyang. I'm not really going with Havertz up front. I don't think Havertz. If anything, I probably could have played Havertz here. That's probably more of a Havertz position to play. But right now, yeah, I'm not entirely confident with Havertz. But this is a position where I probably could have played Havertz. Maybe I'll just have Havertz as a. Either one of those guys could potentially play in that area. That's where I picture Havertz playing, just behind the striker, and more sort of through the middle. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's my lineup. I'm going to take the Havertz one off just so that everyone gets an idea of what I'm going with. Going with Mason Mount. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Let me know what you think about this lineup. Pulisic was better than Sterling in the World Cup, though. Look. Is it realistic that Pulisic is going to start, though? Is it realistic? I wouldn't mind. Honestly, I don't mind Pulisic starting. Absolutely do not mind Pulisic starting, but I'm thinking Sterling's going to get a head chance. But I would like to see Hutchinson. I really would love to see Hutchinson. Havertz over Mount, easy. Yeah, fair enough. I get your point. We know Potter won't start Hutchinson. Won't, God knows why. If he doesn't, seriously... If he doesn't do that, then I would like to see Pulisic start there. If he really doesn't do that, I hope Christian Pulisic starts there. Or Pulisic goes on the left and then Sterling starts on the right. So I hope it's like that. I hope it's not like a Gallagher or something, or a Mason Mount up front. I think that would be detrimental. I'll go Zakaria DM or Jorginho Mount or Gallagher or Lewis Hall. Yeah, Zakaria... It's not even featured that much in the World Cup. Like, I'm going with Jorginho, man. I'm going with someone who's capable of finding some key passes. Pulisic and Havertz are going to start. I would love to see Mount coming from the bench. I get the feeling I think Havertz will start. I don't think Aubameyang will get the opportunity. I think Havertz will get the opportunity. But I would go with Aubameyang. Nizar already leaked the lineup. It's Havertz up top with Oba and Sterling on the wings. Also Gallagher starting, no Chuka. There you go. So, yeah. Havertz up front. Sterling and Oba. Sterling and Oba and the wings. See, just... Look, it's all right, I suppose, isn't it? Okay, so let's line up what Nizar has put out there. So Nizar has leaked the lineup and he thinks it's something like this. And instead of Chuku, Gallagher. Yeah. Let me know, guys. This is apparently what the lineup might be, the leaked lineup. But what has Oba done? He has been crap as well. Even though I don't rate Kai, he has to start over to Oba. I mean, yeah, both of them have been bad. I understand, but Aubameyang's a striker. No, like for me, Havertz is not a striker. For me, he's someone who plays just behind the striker. But look, if he can prove me wrong, if he wants to start playing striker, he's got to start putting the chances away. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start wrapping things up. One last look at the lineup. This is I'll go back to what my lineup is as opposed to Nizar Kinsella's lineup. This is the lineup I'm going with, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts. Kepa, Silva, Chalobah, Cucurella, Jorginho, Reece James, Chuku, Mount, Sterling, Oba, Hutchinson. I'm going with Chelsea 3-0 victory. I'm going with Chelsea 3-0 victory. Honestly, that's the. I'm confident. I'm gonna have to be confident, and I want to be confident. I want to look at this Bournemouth team at home at Stamford Bridge. World Cup's over. No more player excuses. No more nothing. Let's get this victory. Move into the January window. Get some players. Get rid of some players. And let's really start racking up the W's, man. We need to start playing some good football. And we need to start picking up some points. And make ourselves towards top 4. Because this is going to be one hell of a ride. There's some rival teams that are looking very, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button before you go. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for the watch along. So do make sure you join, all of you guys. Hopefully you guys can all join, and plus more people can come in. And I shall see you guys then. Until next time, see ya.